I mean, I'm thrilled by so much of this festival, but one of the highlights is this possibility of commissioning Latin American composers that in their creation melt worlds and having their music being played by the musicians of El Sistema who can turn on a dime from playing perfectly well classical music into bringing in all the native roots of these composers. Esteban Benzecry, he writes incredibly well-crafted, intricate filigree kind of music, very refined ear, and he's developing into an interesting voice.
Benzecry, for me, is a master of the colors. He's a master of how to paint, you know, everything in the music that you can see and you can feel.
Enrico Chapela is incredibly different than Benzecry. I think he has the spirit of Revueltas that we were talking about. He's really wild in his vision, in his obsessiveness. So it's this mixture of incredibly delirious mind, but also scientifically obsessive.
Chapela is a very talented composer. People easily connect with the music. Not because it's easy music, it's because the energy of the music.
And then we have two of the musicians and composers that I most admire in my life, Danilo Perez and Gonzalo Rubalcaba. Danilo, he played piano for the Dizzy Gillespie band. I cannot even begin to imagine what it means, you know, to be taken by Dizzy Gillespie and cutting your teeth there. He reminds me of the effect that Mozart has on me. Like if you put Mozart next to some contemporary of Mozart, you know, let's say you hear first the contemporary of Mozart piece and it's fine, but then when Mozart comes, it's as if somebody has turned on the light in the room and said, now I can see. So with Danilo, his refinement of ear and spirit is so intense that he brings into reality things that are hidden in other non-real worlds. And Rubalcaba, he started as a young Liszt, as a young Franz Liszt. I mean, the speediest, flashiest pianist on earth. And steadily, he grew into this deep musician that takes challenges on so many directions. He's on a musical and spiritual search that, you know, that took Liszt 60 years, but in him it's only like 20 years. And it's phenomenal to see this ability to go deep for somebody that could have stayed in that state of temptation and flashiness.
This new generation of composers, you know, are giving, and they are all different. That is why, you know, it's important, you know, you see, a lot of new names, but all of them have their own style, but always thinking in the soul of the Americas.